Brought to you by the Nest Egg Group.
Well, it is Money Monday, and right now we're talking about saving money by going solar.
And we have Vincent Battaglia of Renova Solar live in studio to tell us how to do it. So welcome, first of all.
Thank you. Good morning.
Now, for people who may be considering going solar,
Right.
what's the first step to do so?
If you call into Renova Solar, we'll do a free assessment. It takes about a half hour or less. We'll take a satellite look at your home, and we need your kilowatt hours. So the last 12 months of your kilowatt load on your home, and we'll do an assessment and get it back to you in a half hour.
Now, I've heard up front the cost may be a little heavy, but it pays off in the end. That's the whole thing,
That's right. If you purchase a system and you use cash up front, it takes about 4.5 years to pay back. So that's your return on your investment. We see that most folks over the past 3 years have been leasing the system, which means no money up front, and Renova builds the system for free, and your return on your investment is immediate because your savings are about 25 to 50% just right off the bat.
How much does it cost to buy versus to lease?
Okay, to buy a system in the Valley here, about $35,000. And then there are incentives. So the federal government gives an investment tax credit of 30%. So you can reduce the cost by that 30%. And there also are rebates that come from the utility. So in the end, you're out of pocket about $25,000 if you were to pay cash. For a lease, again, it's no money up front. We'll come out, design the system, install the system, and then you start paying the third-party lessee. You pay them about 25 to 50% less than you would be paying the utility.
So about how much is it per month if you lease it?
Okay, if you're leasing and say your system from Edison, rather your electric from Edison's about $100 a month, you'd spend between $50 and $75 per month to lease. And therefore you're already at your savings, and you have no electric bill to the utility.
Wow.
So,
We were seeing the solar panels on the screen. How exactly does it help the environment?
well, when you're using solar, it's a clean way of substituting using fuels and non-renewables like gas or coal that end up putting carbon back into the atmosphere. This will create the same electricity, but without exhausting all of the non-renewable resources and polluting the atmosphere. So it's quiet, it's clean, and it's not elves and magic. It's real. It's here. Energy is a $5 trillion business, and just over the last 7 to 8 years, solar has finally begun to impact the energy markets, and we've just begun. Our costs are coming down, and the cost to deliver non-renewable fuels is increasing.
How does it change the look of your house to have these panels there?
Some people have issues with the aesthetics, so we're fortunate in that a lot of the homes out here are flat roofs where we can actually hide the solar behind the parapets. As long as we can get a clean view of the sky and the visible spectrum, we can produce energy. So shade is the enemy of solar. So we do shade analysis, but again, we can hide and we can always move the systems around on roof areas where they can't be seen. But Palm Springs, we've got a lot of modern homes, a lot of modern architecture, so solar and photovoltaic just seems to blend right in with the architecture.
It goes well. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We have the information for Renova Solar on your screen. They're located in Palm Desert, and their website's also on your screen, renovasolar.com.